New this evening, we are learning more about the 29-year-old victim. We now know she's been in a persistent vegetative state for more than 25 years.
Since she was a toddler. Also new today, she had her last gynecologist appointment less than 9 months before giving birth. Dennis Welch spent all day going through new medical records.
Court records revealing more about the life of the woman at the center of this sickening case. Born in 1989, the victim has lived here at the Hacienda HealthCare facility in Phoenix since she was 3 years old. In 2009, the year the victim turned 20, her mother took over as legal guardian, according to these documents. And since then, the court records also show her mother made the 100-mile-plus drive from the San Carlos Apache Indian Reservation twice a month to visit her daughter. When the court awarded guardianship to her mother 10 years ago, it also ordered annual medical exams and reports. These reports, signed by the patient's doctor, keep the courts and state social workers updated on her health condition. The doctors last checked the 29-year-old woman on April 16th, 8.5 months before she gave birth. The doctor made no mention of anything out of the ordinary and recommended that staff at Hacienda, quote, continue with current care.
You know, and the records also show just how vulnerable this woman was, how vulnerable she is. The documents say that the victim here is at the maximum level of care and needs assistance for all daily activities of living.
We have so many questions because did those records show how frequently she was being bathed, how frequently they were doing bed checks? How could they not know she was pregnant for 9 months?
I mean, that's really one of the key questions here. No, those records do not go over that. They, you know, this was an annual report to give the courts, state social workers updates on what this woman's condition was. It doesn't get into that level of detail.
And members of the public have been emailing us asking what the family's involvement has been all these years. Come to find out, mom's been visiting her quite frequently.
Yeah, if you go through those documents, there's on every year there's an update, there's a medical records, and there's some paperwork that's filled out. It says number of times that you have visited the ward, in this case her daughter, and she would consistently, routinely say 24 times that year, so twice a month. Some months, some years was actually more. There was one year, a couple of years ago, she had visited her, mother had visited daughter 30 times.
Wow.